Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff may have just revealed a shocking candidate to take the empty seat at the Silver Arrows next year. The Brackley-based outfit is short of a driver after Lewis Hamilton announced that he would go to Ferrari in 2025, which has stirred up the whole F1 world. The seven-time world champion has spent more than a decade with Mercedes, who must now come up with a suitable candidate that can take the spot of someone as experienced as Hamilton. Initially, speculations centered around Andrea Kimi Antonelli, a Mercedes junior driver who will be a rookie in Formula 2 this year under Prema Racing. Antonelli has shown incredible pace on track and has skipped Formula 3 and directly jumped to the F1 feeder series. Reports state that Antonelli and other F2 drivers were testing out the new Formula 3 cars earlier this week, and Antonelli was seconds clear of anyone in the rain. Antonelli could be an excellent choice for Mercedes. However, at just 17 years old, it is improbable that Mercedes will put him directly into their F1 car. Driving in Formula 1 is more than just a skill, and especially at the level Mercedes is at. Maturity is also vital. Mercedes has been known to first test their junior drivers by offering them a seat at Williams before promoting them to the main team. Hence, even if Antonelli is as great a driver as reports indicate, Mercedes will not put him inside their car directly next year. Wolff's own statement confirms this, as the team boss stated that he does not want to put pressure on the young driver and wants him to currently focus on Formula 2. Kimi's been with Mercedes since he was 11, Wolff told assembled media. He's been in the junior program and his junior career was very successful. I think what's most important at this stage is that he concentrates on F2. If we start to spin his mind or unleash rumours in the media onto him, that's not going to help his F2 campaign. He's just stepped out of karts a few years ago, and he's not even 18. So I would rather not start any speculation about Kimi going into Formula 1 at that stage. Hence, journalists started to look elsewhere for Hamilton's replacement and came across a few expected names. However, there was also one name that shocked everyone. Just last week, Toto Wolff disclosed that he has been in talks with an ex-F1 driver who has won multiple championships and may be eyeing a return to the sport. That name is none other than Sebastian Vettel, who left the sport in 2022 after driving for Red Bull, Ferrari and Aston Martin. The German driver won 4 championships consecutively with Red Bull from 2010 and 2013 and is regarded as a legend of the sport by all. His retirement was a shock to the whole F1 world, as he is younger than Hamilton and Fernando Alonso. Though his 2-year stint at Aston Martin did not see him perform incredibly well, much of that blame goes to the car the team provided him with. Rumours of Vettel's return to the sport are fairly common due to his unexpected departure, but the German reassured fans last year that he is not looking to return to the sport anytime soon. He wants to focus on his work as an environmental activist and on the Germany Sail GP team, which he co-owns alongside Thomas Riedel. However, he has also commented that if a good opportunity comes his way, he will consider returning to the sport. Speaking with Sky Sports F1 last year, he was asked whether he would return to Formula 1 after taking a break like fellow world champions Nigel Mansell, Alonso and Kimi Raikkonen have before him. "I can't say no because that you don't know," Vettel said. "I think it's something that, if you asked all of them, probably some of them would have said no, and some of them I don't know, but in the end, all of them came back, so I can't exclude it. It probably will depend much on when, and obviously it's not endless, because 36 is not like, in 10 years' time. Maybe I think about it then time has passed, but it will depend on the challenge, whatever, but it's not in my head right now." And the gap Hamilton left at Mercedes seems to be the perfect opportunity for Vettel to return to a top team in F1. He would fit the role of senior driver perfectly alongside George Russell, and his experience would go a long way, not only in advancing the team, but also to benchmark Russell's performance, who Mercedes is working to make the lead driver for the team in the future. Although Vettel said he doesn't want to return, recent rumours say otherwise. A report by La Gazzetta dello Sport said that after the 2023 season, Vettel intends to return to the sport, linking him with Audi as his future home. Audi will fully take over the Sauber team in 2026, and reportedly Vettel has been in talks with them to join as a driver. But now that the seat at Mercedes has opened up, the German driver may be coming back into the sport earlier than he anticipated. Wolff's statement to the media talked about how he regularly speaks with Vettel, but also mentioned that they had not discussed him driving for Mercedes yet. He wants to leave it up to the driver to decide when, or even if, he wants to return to Formula One. "I think he made the decision to not race anymore," Wolff said. "We are talking on a regular basis. We've also talked yesterday, but it wasn't about driving for us in the future." However, this statement is very similar to what Ferrari's team principal, Fred Vasseur, said about Hamilton last year, and we all know how that ended. Hence, it is still in the realm of possibility that Vettel joins Mercedes as a replacement for Hamilton. If the 36-year-old wants to ever step back as a driver, these next few years are possibly his last to do so, and unless something significant happens this year, Mercedes may be the best team for this move. The Silver Arrows have dominated the sport from 2014 to 2020 and are still a top contender, and with the 2026 season set to change performance regulations, we may even see them jump right at the top again. A move to Mercedes will also emulate his idol, Michael Schumacher, who left Formula One after saying goodbye to Ferrari, but then rejoined the sport with Mercedes. It really is the ideal scenario for both Vettel and Mercedes, considering that an agreeable deal can be signed between them. But if this does not work out, Mercedes is not out of options. As earlier, it was also reported that Wolff had contacted Fernando Alonso's inner circle. With the Spaniard's contract with Aston Martin ending this year, the two-time world champion will also fit the same role as Vettel. Alonso is also on the lookout for his third championship, and his 2024 season with Aston Martin would be vital in deciding whether the 42-year-old chooses to switch teams. Alonso also has only a few more years in the sport left at maximum, with fans surprised that he did not retire after 2022. Hence, he would also fit the ideal timeline Mercedes has planned for introducing Antonelli into the sport. Currently, Wolff stated that the team still has a lot of time to decide on who to pick for their future driver. The 2024 season has not yet begun, and the team right now wants to take everything one step at a time and not waste resources in a way that would be damaging to their performance this year. "We have such a solid foundation," he said, "such a quick and talented and intelligent guy in the car that we just need to make the right choice for the second seat. That's not something I want to be rushed in." Wolff is currently promoting Russell to be the next team leader, and for now it will be hard to confirm who will fill up the remaining seat. It is also likely we will not see an official announcement by the team until the summer break, even if a deal with a driver is made, as Mercedes wants to focus the spotlight on their 2024 challenger. As far as Vettel goes, current rumours almost make it certain that the German driver will return to F1 as a driver in the next few years. Even if he chooses not to race with Mercedes, Audi's entry into the sport as a works team will entice Vettel to race for the only German team on the grid. Do you think Vettel will join Mercedes next year? If not, who is your top driver to race for Mercedes in 2025? Let us know in the comments below. As always, be sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more F1 news content.